If you ask Claton Guzman to share his #1 goal, he will tell you it's to lead souls to Christ. But you can't do that by just standing in the pulpit on Sunday. You also have to move your feet, go into the neighborhoods, the community, and take Jesus to them. As I learned during my visit to Claton's hometown of Corozal last week, he's doing that, and the community is accepting him with open arms.
What's up?
For Claton Guzman, sharing Jesus is a daily task that starts early every morning.
What's up? What's up?
Claton visits the Corozal Church of Christ primary school almost every school day, either leading a Devo or helping his wife Shannon, who is a school teacher there. Claton says the time he spends with these kids inspires him.
I'm excited about sharing the love and story of Jesus along with them. I love those kids, and they keep me focused on what I'm supposed to do as a minister. They keep me focused on doing God's will.
More than 240 children go to school here, all of them by choice. They come from low-income homes in a city half the population of Trussville, more than 2/3 of which are under the age of 25. For Claton, the responsibility of ministering to these young souls is heavy.
You know, it's like they force me in a sense to always seek to set the right example for them to follow, because they're looking for a role model. They're looking for somebody that they can look up to. You know, they're looking for an influencer, so to speak. And I personally am making every effort to be that for them.
When Claton isn't at school, he's in the community. He visits every patient at the city hospital, every inmate at the city jail, and the shut-ins, like Sister Diego, who was baptized by Melvin Davis years ago before she moved to Corozal. On this visit, Sister Diego wasn't feeling well, but you could see the peace on her face when Claton prayed.
Father, you know her heart. You know what she's going through.
When you think specifically about your work as a minister,
Yes.
what do you like most about that? What's the most rewarding part of your work as a minister?
The most rewarding part about being a minister of the gospel is the opportunity to be able to help people change their lives for the better. In this ministry, I get to meet a lot of people, and I'm able to have a positive impact on their lives.
And he is in the community and in the congregation that he's led the last 13 years. Brother Cruz, a member baptized years ago after hearing our own Brother Jerry preach, says Claton encourages him.
Help them in the church, and then so I got involved, and I like and my life changed too, because before that I used to go. I was a musician. I used to go up and then I used to drink. And I said, I don't want that life. I want this kind of life. This is the life that I want.
David Diego is Claton's assistant in Corozal. He says everyone in the congregation inspires each other.
They are very valuable, right? Because like what King Solomon says, that one brain sharpens the next. So we sharpen each other and we encourage each other on a daily basis.
As for Claton, his encouragement is found in the rewards of planted seeds sprouting and growing.
When I have done something for someone, they would come back and they would say, thank you, Brother Claton, for teaching me the gospel. I was able to obey it. You know, it's very rewarding. It's very rewarding.
12 precious souls obeyed the gospel for the very first time last week, 8 in Corozal and 4 in the neighboring town of Libertab. Of the 8 in Corozal, 5 of those were children who studied the Bible at Claton's home with teens from our youth group. Many more teens and adults studied the Bible for the very first time, and all were fed a rich diet of God's Word from Melvin Davis and Frank Montgomery, who preached nightly at Corozal and Libertad. As for the 19 of us who went on the campaign to Corozal and Belize last week, well, our lives will never be the same. No matter how rich or how poor, seeing the look on someone's face when they rise up out of the water, wearing that huge smile, well, those are memories none of us will ever forget.